Hey folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for the City of Toronto for week ending January the 12th. I'm going to get into the numbers shortly, and the numbers are going to show you how tight the market is, and it's kind of gotten back to or continued off from where we left off in December, excluding the holiday season, the Christmas and New Year's break. So things are kind of back to where they were on an upswing actually. But let me give you some insights as to what's happening in the field. As somebody that works with buyers and sellers every single day, the numbers only give you a certain part of the picture. There's the market, a technical term that I can think of is nuts. The market is absolutely nuts right now, beyond what the numbers are going to show you. Sellers are getting more for their homes than they expected. Buyers are paying more for fear of being priced out in the next month or two. So they're paying extra. Look around your neighborhood. You're probably not going to see anything for sale, but I can guarantee you there's buyers waiting to pounce. When the market is this frantic, we also see lots of mistakes happening. And buyers and sellers take advantage of mistakes. You don't want to be the one being taken advantage of. When it's this frantic, you should not be working with a realtor that is just as frantic as you are. So it's so important that you hire somebody that can help you through this process, that has strategies, that is confident in their strategies and can develop new strategies as the market and situations are fluid. They change constantly, and somebody can put strategies together to help you hit your goal, whether you're buying or selling. The realtor that you hire should be your consultant, guiding you every step of the way with confidence. Who you hire matters. If you feel the information in this video could help somebody you know, please share the video. Let's get into the numbers. If you want to talk to us about your real estate needs or really anything related to real estate, we made it really simple. In the description below this video, there's a link to my calendar. Just click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. This way I'll know ahead of time and make sure my schedule's organized so we're able to talk. We'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Let's get into the numbers. I've got City of Toronto detached here. Now, we're only 2 weeks into January and already things are like just shooting straight up here. We sold 97 detached properties last week. Now, keep in mind, you know, December, the last week of December and first week of January, that included the Christmas break, that included the New Year's break. And even though things were really, as far as activity goes, way down, well, we still sold. What do we got there? 67 detached properties in those 2 weeks. So it was quiet, but there were still some buyers and sellers out there actually doing activity. But that was then. Now we're like back into the swing of things. We sold 97 detached properties. 23 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price sitting at $1,765,000, which is kind of stabilized as to where it was as far as an average over the last few months. Compared to last year, that's 6% higher than what it was last year at this time. I've included a new slide here. Lots of you have been asking for median price. Well, here's the average sold price up top here. The median price for this week is $1,466,000. When we look at the sales compared to last year, very close. We're kind of very, very close to what we sold. And of the 97, 72% sold at list price or more. Listings, we're a bit behind from what we were listing last year at this time, and active listings is pretty low at 383. Months of inventory, 0.9. Now, when you kind of look at the previous 2 weeks over the break, here's where I said, you know, it's really not 2.4, but that's what the numbers show. Well, right away, we're back down to 0.9, which is kind of where we were the last 3 months. And days on market also is down to 15, which is kind of where we were before. When we take a look at Toronto broken down into 3 sections, west, central, and east, we can kind of see what's happening there. Looking at West Toronto, months of inventory has come back down to what we call normal. It's crazy that we're saying 0.6 is normal, because it's anything but normal. We'd love to be in a balanced market situation, but we haven't seen that in ages, it seems. So 0.6, 15 is the average days on market. 72% of those properties sold at list price or more. Previous week we sold 8. For week ending January 12th, we sold 32 in the west part of Toronto. In Central, the previous week we sold 9. Last week we sold 24. 54% of those were at list price or more. And months of inventory is sitting at 2.2 months of inventory. In the central part of Toronto, which has the lion's share of the luxury properties, months of inventory is normally higher than a lot of the other areas. An average sold price in the city of Toronto, central Toronto, is $2,611,000. And now we go to the east. Well, the east is where we see the most activity. So that's kind of like East York and Scarborough area. We sold 41 detached properties there. 83% of those sold at list price or more. That's anything close to the 80, 85 or so. It's going to feel like almost every property you're competing on. Every property has multiple offers. Months of inventory is 0.4, with 11 being the average days on market. Looking at semis, 0.8 is the months of inventory. 83 of those, 83% sold at list price or more. Townhouses, the previous week we sold no townhouses. Well, last week we did some sales. 0.6 is the months of inventory. 91% of those townhouses sold at list price or more. Let's look at condos. We went from 136 condos to 250 condo sales last week. 26 of those were at $1 million or more. Average sold price has gone up to $746,000 for the average condo price, which is 18% higher than the previous year's sold price. Now, I've been saying for the last few months now, keep your eyes on condos, keep your eyes on condos, and we're really feeling it right now. Here's the condo average sold price up top here in orange, and here's the condo median price. We're following the same pattern, but not a lot of difference between the two prices there. 250 condos sold, which is way less than what we were selling last year at this time. 65% of those sold at list price or more. 397 listings. We'd love to see some more listings. Again, way less than last year. And 0.7 is the months of inventory for condos. Condos seems to have way more activity, way more action, so much more frenziness in the condo market than the detached market right now. Here's a summary of all the months of inventory for the different market types. And except for, well, town didn't have any last week. Condos stay the same. All the other months of inventories have come down. They're extremely low, but this is now kind of considered normal. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.